What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Itz-Beez-Da TrackStar, and welcome back to another dancehall video tutorial. Cool, so my mix Riddim, artwork in the background. It's called Guilty Pleasure. The same rhythm when we do the, what you call it there, if I produce for a squash video a couple days ago on the live stream. So the rhythm end up have a lot of elements in it. I did have to kind of find ways or find different places to put them so that them can stand out, and you know what I mean, so that you can hear them clearly and know when a different element come into the track. Personally, I feel like I don't spend another 2 or 3 days to mix the rhythm because it have a lot of instruments in it. I just do a final like rough mix where I just get everything and listen to everything, and there's a lot of things what me want to change personally. But so far I feel like I have a really good balanced mix. Not as good as I would like, but fine for what I want so far. So what I really want to point out is we have some guitars. So initially them did sound like this right there, so without the processing on it. No reverb, no wider. So this is how them sound like dry. Let's go back to the now, of course, the volume turned on, but it sounds good. So let's go up with the volume. You know, same thing, sound good the same way, but definitely can sound better. So now if we play it with everything in the track all at once, let's mute them three. Yeah. Yes, I will start running into problem. Now it start get buried. You can hear it like the little tiniest, like slightest. You can hear a little bit of it, but you can't hear it a stand out like just did it present, you know what I mean? So that's how we're coming to our issue. So the way I'm gonna go about fixing that is me take the guitar, run it through some process, and I'll show you how to put on it. So I have a guitar cab from Waves. With a preset, I believe the preset Big Dry Clean. So that's the preset. I also run it through the LA3 compressor and the SSL EQ. Cool. So what I do with that is this. So I'm pretty much take the clean guitar and distort it, right? Cool. Then I consolidate the track into this WAV file right here, so I just shorten it up. So I consolidate the track into the WAV file right here. So that was one. Then I take off all of the effects off it, and then I bounce it out once again, just the dry signal, no processing whatsoever. Like the initial signal I did here when I play it without all of the effects. I take that and I bounce that out. What I do also is bounce it twice. So we have this one now I'm a bounce with the compressor and the EQ on it, but it's the same exact signal, no distortion or not like that. And then so now I have 3 new tracks, so we can mute this, and we have them 3 guitar tracks. So the 3 of them are together without any processing, sound like this. Solo them out. And I mean them low. And I mean, that's fine though. You have ways where you can crank that. So what I do for bring them up is the distorted signal. I know I don't have it too loud anyway, so that was fine. So I just find a good balance, you know what I mean? But I never balance it until I mix the 2 signal I want for loud. So how I get them up to volume or up to a good level is I simply just run them through some, I wouldn't say analog gear, but I more say some plugin will have a lot of harmonics, a lot of character to them. You know what I mean? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show the 2 plugins I'm going to use. So let's bring them up. You have, so this is the left side. Notice now we're on one fully left and one fully right. The reason for that, I'm going to explain in a second. So yeah, the reason I'm upon one fully left and one fully right is because even though the same guitar signal, you really want to add a little bit of variation, make one brighter, make one darker, you know what I mean, type of thing. So for the left side, this is how I would do. Cool. So you can see the preamp or the Shep 73 is, I guess it's based off of the Neve 1073 EQ. That I drive up the volume, you know what I mean, because of this drive knob up at the top. So if you click on that, turn on preamp and go back to 30. I mean, that I drive up the volume and I really give it a level. So now, with the other side, do the same thing, we drive up the level. But if you notice, the EQing is different. We are EQ different frequency in the two. Remember the same loop, you know, but we are EQ them different because we want them sound different. So if you listen to the right side and the left side I play at the same time, you don't pick up a little difference in the signal. So from listening to it, I can tell, say, the left side have a little less bass, the right side have a little bit of a thicker, fatter sound to it, which is perfectly fine. We don't want the two of them to sound the same way. So now when I put the distorted signal underneath it, now we have a full body with the 3 guitar. And that's exactly what we're going to go for. You can also see, so now I add some delay and some reverb for kind of make the sound even bigger. So now, if you A-B it in the track itself, now you can definitely notice the difference what the simple little processing makes. So this is without all of that processing. Cool. This is how the processing. You understand what I'm saying? So the main part where I'm really probably to automate the volume is when we get into the chorus, because it get crowded in the chorus, and I mean you have a lot of instruments will come in and start playing, them have a lot of movement to it. You know what I say? So we have to find a way to make them stand out. So if we listen to the chorus, this is without the guitar, you know, the first part, them coming in on the second part of the chorus. So this is just the chorus right now. So you can hear the guitars, them did it, but them ever in the background, them not really a standout. And I mean, I say that's a problem because it's that one of the instruments I really want to get heard in the chorus. So one way we can go around that problem is to just simply automate the movement of the guitar. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert 2 new tracks. Could do it with 1 track, but I want to do them independently. I don't want the 2 of them have the same exact automation. So let's go and right click. Let's create an automation clip, and let's create another automation clip. Boom. Let's also change the color on this. Let's go with some purple, and then let's change the other color to a darker purple. Fuck it. So let's lock all of them at all. We change the name. We need to change the name in a second. So we're not going to worry about locking the content and all of that right now. So we're going to go up at the top, up where it says step. We're going to make sure so we have step click, right there, so. And then we'll go in now and we'll draw in the automation for the guitars, the left side first. So if we move, let's try this. So if we lower this down, all right, so that's the left side. So let's undo that. And we're not going to touch the automation before the guitars come in, so that we not touch or we not mess with the automation for the initial intro to the track. So let's even just drag this all the way back so we can separate and differentiate between what are going. So let me say we'll do the left side first. So let's just make this a little bit bigger and zoom in so we can properly put in the automation. So if we listen to this part, Right here, so I feel like it's a nice chance to really bring up the guitar, so it's noticeable. So let's just click right here, so boom. And this is the reason I'm going to say add the step. Click and highlight the step button, because now instead of going in and right click for add an automation point, if we're gonna click on the brush, right, instead of right clicking and all of that for add a point, you can just go in with the pencil and left click, and it will add as many points as I want all over the Y1 name. You know what I mean? So that's the reason I'm saying make sure you have step click. So now, let me say, one, the automation bring up the guitars right around this area. So let's go up with it a little bit, probably about a dB or so. And then it'll just slowly come back down. You know what I mean? Now, I'm actually make a mistake. I do the right side first, so sorry about that. So listen to the right side of the music. Let's solo that out with the loop. And you can hear how the guitar come up. Cool. So we are trying to do it where we have some space, you know, because we don't want to crowd up the mix. So we just try to bring it up which part we have space for it can really stand out, and you can know, say, oh yeah, a guitar in the chorus as well. So we have a little bit of a gap right here, so we'll just bring this up, something like that, and then come right back down. Have a little gap here. Then we have a lot of room right down towards the end, so we'll definitely make that get emphasized going out. And then we'll bring this back down for the last part. So that's the right side. Now let's move on to the left side now and listen to the... Alright, so we have a small space right there so we can work with. Same thing right there, so again. So let's come up. Then what we can do to make this even more fine-tuned, more detail, can just put this to none. Let's bring this down. And let's take this back up here. And then one right here. I'll flatten this out. Cool. Then for the last part, one click here, we'll smooth this out like a bit of a curve, and then we'll fade all the way out over here. So if we take one of them, I'll make this fade out when I want it to present. Yes, definitely make a fade like that. Cool. So if we go back down to the second one now, notice we bring this up. Let's change that. Let's level that out a little bit. I kind of like the loudness side towards the end. So now if we zoom out and just play the chorus, we can definitely hear the noticeable difference with and without the automation. So let's listen to the chorus back again from the top and pre the automation. So we have this. Let's go over the automation right also. Perfect. You can hear the guitars once it get past the halfway point and the last little rise up right there, so you can just hear the guitar just sustain because it have a lot of room for operate, you know. And that's exactly, you know what I mean, we just try to get certain stuff to stand out because as I say, we have 37 individual different instruments in the track. So definitely have to find a way to make the instruments them pop out, you understand? So until next time, it's your boy Beez-DaTrackStar. Peace.